What's up? What's up? Welcome, geeks and gamers, to HorsePLAY Live. Today is July 31st, 2014, and this is episode 33, titled Indie Games and Community Lovin'. Hashtag Geeks United. I am also joined, of course, like every week, by my... Wow, I didn't lost it, even on a short show. I swear to God. I'm always joined every week by this lovely bear lizard over here. Every week, Yogizilla. What's going on, big man?
So that looks like some kind of yoga move.
It was my, open rib cage.
This is like the crab.
Whatever it is, man. What's going on, big boy?
Nothing much. We say short show, but it's probably not going to be short.
Well,
It'll be relatively short. I mean, we've had shows that lasted what was our longest show? Like 3 hours and 45 minutes?
Yeah, but internet is maybe.
Yeah. We're gonna try to get it done by midnight. I meant to get it started a little sooner, but it didn't quite work out that way.
We are also joined tonight by Dreadnought, aka Big E. Big E, what's up?
What's going on?
Yogi put in there Eric ... He has no last name, and I was like, fuck that. Big E. Yeah,
Yeah, you could have put in there just that one random guy, but
that one random guy. And of course he is a gang member, so welcome to the show, man. How are you doing?
Doing good. Actually, find it quite interesting. I'm here talking to you guys on a stream. I didn't see that happening, but it's awesome. So thank you for having me.
And some special note, you can't forget that you're another a secondary co-host or a second co-host on the Sunday Dose as well. So you're going to get your fill of talking on a stream.
I hope so. It's going to be an adventure for sure. Especially getting to talk to you guys. It's pretty fun.
Definitely. Of course, we play games all the time. We play a whole crap ton of Dawn Gate and some Diablo 2 this week, and we'll get into that here later. But if you are new to Horseplay, wasabi. HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play every single week, Thursdays at 11 p.m. right here on Geeky Antics. We are an interactive show that kind of focuses on the facets of geek culture and special focus on indie games and strategy games, technology, and of course we got to rant. What good is a show that we can't rant? And of course community events with our Steam when we actually get in there and play group events or play group games. So, like I said, HorsePLAY is live every Thursday night at 11 p.m. We're a little bit early this week, and we might get a little bit cut short this week, but it's every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time on the Twitch channel, Geeky Antics, and Yogizilla is actually simulcasting over on his channel as well. So, of course... I don't lost my spot. Yeah, there it is. Tonight on the show, I'm trying not to hurry, but I'm trying to hurry because I want to get as much information or as much out as possible. But then I don't want to screw up the show.
There's no rush because we're skipping the news today.
Yes, no news. Yeah, I mean that's too bad.
Don't act too excited.
No, I won't, man. Tonight on the show, guys, we're gonna be a little slightly shorter than we usually are. We're skipping some news altogether. We're just kind of doing, making more time to discuss some indie games that apparently Eric is one of the indie game specialists, Yogi.
Oh, good. He's right at home here at the gang.
I think. Anyway, our favorite Steam greenlit starter games. We are also mentioning a quickie on the Firefly Reunited and for Firefly Online, which he's got freaking huge letters and awesome here, so I take it that's good for Yogi.
It is awesome.
I know it's awesome.
Dude, it's been over 10 years since Firefly got off the air, and the entire cast pretty much, well, most of the cast reunited to do voiceover work for Firefly Online, which is pretty sweet. And this is also a game that we thought may not have happened. It's been in development for a long time. We heard stuff about it, then we didn't hear anything about it, but they're doing stuff with it, so I'm encouraged by that. The Firefly community is pretty strong, man.
Yeah, brown coats unite everywhere. Yeah. Well,
Broncos, right?
Yeah, people are excited because, a lot of stuff that revolves around Firefly generally ends up being kind of sketchy because of the whole fiasco that happened with it. I mean, it's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about it before on the show. Because of the way Firefly was treated, Fox felt kind of bad and gave Josh Whedon a little more liberty with Dollhouse, and that show was kind of poopy.
We're going to talk about this in the quickie.
So
don't get too much info out there, Mr. Zilla. But also, guys, the latest wing of Curse of Naxxramas was released this past Wednesday. We want to know, this is the question for anyone, who has tried it? Has anybody tried it? What do you think? Let us know on any comments on, of course, hit us up on Twitter. As always, of course, get on geekyantics.com and tell us there. Tell us what you guys think about the new wing of Naxxramas. Curse of Naxxramas. Yogi, what do you think about it? I know we talked a little bit about it last week. We talked a little bit about it on, I think we were on talking about it on Sunday Dose for a minute there.
Yeah, I played Arachne Quarter, but I didn't get to play the latest one. I'm pacing myself, but I'm gonna likely just drop the $20 to get the season pass.
I'm gonna do the same thing for me and my wife too.
Yeah, I went from streaming Hearthstone like daily. I'm not doing as much lately. I'm just trying to switch things up. But people have actually been asking, like, when are you going to stream more Hearthstone? So I'm going to definitely get back into that. And stream the Curse of Naxxramas and do arena runs. Arena runs are the best for streaming. I think that's the best fun. Because every time you play arena, it's like opening a box of Cracker Jack, and hoping you get a good prize. Though nowadays, Cracker Jack prizes suck. They're always the stupid finger puppets.
Yeah.
We used to get, like, little pinball machines and the little submarines you put baking soda in and you put in the bathtub and they float around on their own. I mean, we used to get some good stuff in Cracker Jack boxes and cereal boxes at that. But anyway.
Oh, no. We'll get into it. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with the Curse of Naxxramas just because I want to play every wing. My wife wants to play everything. So, I mean, why not? So, let's get right on to it and move on up to the Man Crush and Geek Girls. If you guys do want to be a future guest, or suggest your favorite Man Crush or Geek Girls to us, contact us. You guys can contact us via Twitter, allgames.com, or our official website, geekyantics.com. Connect. We'd love to hang out with you guys. For now, let's just share our Geeks of the Week, where we plug broadcasters that just we think need some love. You want me to go first, Yo?
Yeah, go for it.
I will go first. Well, the first one is I've been playing some Dawn Gate lately, and I'm putting it in chat right now.
Playing some Dawn Gate, that puts it lightly.
Shut
that
up.
game has been taking us away from everything else, including going to the bathroom.
Dude, I've almost got my 50 games done already.
I was surprised I didn't play any Dawn Gate at all today, unless you count late night.
Right. Well, but his name is Thor. If you guys look at him. When you guys do look at him, don't think he's just fat, because he's not. He's souped up.
Buff.
He's got long blonde hair. He's got the facial, some of the facial features of what, if you look at Thor from the movie, what is it, Thor? And they kind of look alike. So, but you guys can check him out, twitch.tv/HORDG. So you guys go check him out. If you guys want to play Dawn Gate too, we want you to. That's one guy that you guys can learn from. Also, I've said her before, and she's just plugging along in those League of Legends streams and playing some League of Legends, was Janelle number 5. You guys haven't checked her out, please go check her out. She just hit her 1,000 followers, which we're happy about that. It kind of pushed for her, I think, last week. I hit it hard on Twitter and said, yeah, follow her. So by the next day, she had her 1,100 followers. So it was really good. Grats to that. Just want to give that's 2 shout-outs that I've been watching this past week that just really intrigued me every time they're on. I want to see what they're going to do next, how they're going to play. And but if you guys want to suggest anybody, any streams from you guys, feel free, of course, suggest it. Like I said, Twitter. You guys can even voicemail us too, 206-415-4987. And, of course, you guys can email us at mail@geekyantics.com.
.net.
.net. Damn it, I forgot anyway. Yogi, what are your Man Crush and Geek Girls this week?
Well, I just want to say, if you are going to suggest streamers, make sure they're not like mainstream streamers. I'm gonna try to be hipsters about it, but people that get like 10,000 people or even 1,000 people in their channel at any given time don't need the help.
Well, it's not that. I mainstream. I'm not gonna go to somebody that's pulling 30K or even 1,000. It's just even with Thor, he might pull 800 or whatever. I think one time he pulled 1,200, but he's usually down in the 3 digits, pretty low under 5. So
yeah,
give him a shout out.
That's still worth it.
Definitely.
I mean, he is endorsed by Dawngate, but it's still
that's
a
fine.
niche.
It's not a
it's
a
a niche
shout out
thing.
for me. Something I told him I would do, and I hold to my word. So
I like that he's a good-looking gamer. He's actually part of a group, a team page on Twitch called Good Looking Gamers, GLG. So now we have pretty boys and not just pretty girls. I think that's important. Because the girls can't have all the fun.
I didn't realize Good Looking Gamers was actually a thing, but it's kind of cool that it is. Yeah.
it is.
Enlightening. That's what it is.
It is.
Yeah, I actually scroll down and look at people's pages and see what they have in there. Well, my streamer of the week / geek of the week is kind of a collaborative, so it represents multiple people because it's actually a network / team page. They are a new addition to Twitch. I think they saw what we were doing with Twitch and maybe what other people were doing at Twitch and they decided to jump on board. But I know that I've been influencing them lately because I talked to Xander over at Hollow Media and the folks over at Worthy Opponent, giving them ideas. And we've been syndicating their podcast on our site, geekyantics.net. And I think they see that Twitch is really the place to be right now. So that said, Hollow Media, they have their own Twitch page now. So all their shows, I think all of their shows now are transitioning over to the channel. I know Worthy Opponent was there. They were not on their usual Monday night slot. They streamed on Tuesday because they had some life stuff they had to take care of. But they also have other shows like, what's it called? A Secret World. A lot of their shows are MMO focused. So if you like MMOs, then that's a very good network to check out. Which is actually it's actually a really good network to partner up with because I'm not particularly excited about MMOs, and I think that's the general consensus amongst us. Some of us do, but it's not something that we're gonna hit hard because it's just a very crowded space. But yeah, check them out. Good stuff, and also they're out on HollowSuiteMedia.com.
I will definitely look up that, providing depending on what happens with my internet, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
I did, yeah. Geeks engaged. Or I didn't even say that right, did I? Geeks engaged, everybody. Yeah, here we go. Join the convo, guys. Here is how you can do it. You can call, you can share your thoughts anywhere. First, you can contact us on HorsePLAY Live on Skype. As soon as he stops doing stuff.
I was just cleaning up the notes. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, on Skype. Just search HorsePLAY Live and the gang voicemail. Of course, if you guys want to leave us a voicemail, 206-415-4987. If you guys do call in and you guys are on the Skype call, please use headphones. We don't want a bunch of speakers ringing in our ears. Trying to be somewhat professional, I guess. I mean, yeah. So you'll get dropped if you don't. Just please. So any questions to ask on ask.fm or via email. There is no voicemails this week, Yogi. So we're going to have to, and of course, mail. You can email us at the mail@geekyantics.net. I think I said that right.
Yes.
Yes, I said that right. So we're good.
I had to rewind for a second.
Rewind? Why?
I had to go back to see what you said, and play it back in my head. Like mail@geekyantics.net. Yes, that's right.
Yes, there is more ways.
I have an old processor in my head.
What, are you on, like a half core up there?
Yeah, it's like a third core, with a piece of cheese for memory. It's protein memory.
You got your hamster up there.
The hesitation and delay are both very real.
Definitely. There are more ways to keep the conversation going. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Collect yourself.
More ways to keep the conversation going. You guys can send us some tweets at Obi1X2, at YogiZilla, at Geeky Antics. The best way to experience our shenanigans is via Here's Live, guys. If you guys aren't here live, you guys listen on the podcast, you are missing out. Even though we're kind of crazy tonight because I think my internet's going to go and nobody else does. So whatever. Of course, you guys can join us.
I am recording.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
If you disconnected, don't worry. I'll sign this off.
If you would like to, you guys can join the gang at our official HQ at geekyantics.com. You guys can share, comment, share, and just join the forums. We love to see awesome geeks and how they think, and just yeah. I said .com, but it says .net right there. But he told me already to use .com and everything.
Whichever one you want.
Yeah.
People have a bias for the .com because it seems more professional. And we do have commercial interests, but we're a network first. So to me, .net makes more sense. But
yeah.
So .net sounds a little more professional because network. So
yeah, see, some people get it.
Definitely. I guess that'll work. But I'm so used to it's the thing of so many people are used to .com. .com. So that's and then so I say .com and then Yogi's like, no, it's .net. I said okay, so I start saying .net and he's like, no, I changed it, it's .com. So
well, Obi, that's gonna change too because Google now is offering. I know we're not doing news, but just to bring it up, it's a good segue. Google now is getting into the domain business, and they're doing their own domains. They're gonna have like longer names. I think like they have like .anus and .jerkface and .facepalm, all that kind of stuff.
You can do customs?
Dude, we should see if we can get
.geeks. Custom namespaces.
They're
gonna have all kinds of crazy stuff, dude.
See if we can get. Hey, no, seriously, see if we can get .geeks.
Yeah, but see, the other thing is a lot of those custom namespaces, like just pre-ordering them right now, they're gonna be uber expensive.
Okay.
Just because it's a vanity thing, but it's but it also goes back to what you said. People are used to .com, so you tell them your website is blank.geeks, like cool.geeks, and people will still try to add the .com.
Right.
That's gonna be a nightmare.
Welcome, Janelle number 5 to HorsePLAY. I've been telling her about it for like the last 3 weeks, and she's like, "I'll stop by sometime if I have time," and she stopped by. Hey, what's going on, chick? How are you doing? Yogi, do we have some of the latest content this week?
See, I just did like a few minutes ago. I posted a last minute, the Gang Minute, which is like our weekly newsletter.
Okay.
We just try to get a bunch of quick news items up, network news, schedule changes, and anything that's really time sensitive, things that are going on in our community, all that kind of stuff. And it's up there. And pretty much all the stuff we're going to be discussing tonight is on that article, including Kickstarter projects that we're supporting. We would like people to support giveaways, our giveaway just ended tonight, and I had to check to see who won that in a second. And upcoming articles and community events, in a nutshell.
I can't wait. So everything's happening so quick, and it just happens all the time. I'm so happy.
For Rizzles.
My nizzle? What's going on?
My MooBot command is not working. Boo.
Uh-oh. What's wrong? Man, MooBot is like, it's so temperamental sometimes. You ready for this part? Are you ready?
Oh, we're there already.
Oh, we are. We are. Quickie. What's up, Booth Babies and the PC Police? This is our Quickie segment. What's maybe lol? I swear I'm talking about lol right now.
I believe I wrote Booth Babes.
Booth Babies. Booth Babes. I said it twice. Booth Babes and PC Police.
Booth Babies would be a good gimmick.
It would.
Because the dudes like the babes and the
what kind of baby
like
are you?
babies.
I'm a Booth baby.
So that could be really annoying. Imagine having a bunch of babies in a convention just crying to add to the noise pollution. Oh, Lord.
Oh, dude. Oh, don't even get me started.
I love babies. I mean, I love babies as much as the next person, but that would be terrible. It's like bringing babies to a movie theater. People do that.
Yeah, seriously. And then be like, well, he's just whining a little bit. I'm trying to watch a movie, woman. Shut it up. I left mine at home just for this reason.
Yep.
Yogi, what's up with our quickie this week?
So yeah, this is good. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll go off on a tangent. That's why I put maybe it'll be a quickie because we might go off on a tangent on this, especially if people call in or
I'll keep my
sound
mouth
off
shut.
in the chat. No, it's fine. But this is something that's come back up again. It's kind of old news, but then it's still relevant. About I think it was the 2012 PAX East that it happened. Jessica Negri, she's very well known amongst gamers, especially people that are into cosplay. She was asked to leave PAX. This is about a couple years back, and she was asked to leave because her costume was offending people. Her costume was actually banned. They told her that it bothered people. She changed her costume, and then she came back, and then they still asked her to leave, and it was handled very poorly. But what's funny about it, I think this whole situation was mishandled mainly because the character she was cosplaying, which was Juliet from Lollipop Chainsaw, if I'm not mistaken, Pseudo 51 game. So it's already going to be off the wall ridiculous because he doesn't make like games that are normal. They're just all wacky and crazy, But she played the character exactly to the T. It wasn't like she took some creative liberty and added a little cleavage or skin showing or anything where it wasn't. It was just exactly pound for pound the character to a T. And they I think in the conventions and any kind of event that's gaming related, they should have policies that are very clear right off the bat so you could save these embarrassments. But what I find funny, you guys could tell me what you think about this. I think it's kind of it's a bit of hypocrisy because we're playing games that are all about sex and violence, but then we're offended when someone shows a little cleavage. Really? That's where we're gonna draw the line? It's like, okay, I'm gonna play Kratos and screw every creature I come across that has a hole. But a girl shows some cleavage at a convention. That's wrong.
So was that the deal? Is that I was gonna ask for a little backstory on that. What exactly did she do what was her offense? Honestly,
showing too much skin. It wasn't showing. It wasn't the costume wasn't up to it has to. You have to I don't know. You have to cover a certain area of so much. But dude, I've seen cosplay costumes at BlizzCon and Comic-Con and pictures of them that these women aren't wearing shit. There's a string. Yeah. There's a string holding something up, and they don't have anything on underneath it because you could tell unless they got see-through underwear, which doesn't help anything. I've
seen the ones where they're body painted and all they have is they have nothing on. They're body painted and all they have covering their nipples is the little pasty things. And
now and
people get away with that too.
Right. And I understand now with the audience that we have right now, it's legal when you get into League of Legends, okay? And you go cosplay as somebody like Jinx, okay, or Ashe, or somebody one of the female characters that their armor is very exposed. Of course, they're gonna do something like
Sona
that.
super cleavage, yeah.
Yeah, okay, but you know what I mean. People are gonna play those because they like to either do it or they just want to make a point or whatever. So I mean, yeah, Yogi, you were right. We're probably gonna get into a tangent on this. Because, I mean, it's really to the point where if they're going to say something about that at PAX, then why? And there's how many people were at PAX, Yogi?
Oh, gosh, it's huge.
300, 400,000, was it? 500,000 people?
It's not Comic-Con big, but it's big enough. It's growing. I mean, it's getting so big that now they've split up PAX into a bunch of different regional ones. I mean, they have a PAX, I think, in Paris now. They have PAX East, PAX West, PAX Prime. I don't know what else they got. PAX coming. PAX Pajama Party. PAX Bring Your Own Beer. I don't know.
That being said, however many people are at PAX and that seen this chick. Okay, now what difference is it from the streamers or female streamers? And female streamers that just want to stream and play the game, even if they wear a low-cut shirt. Hey, that's their niche. Women get gifted that. I'm just sorry to say that. Hey, whatever. If my wife wanted to stream, I'd be like, all right, wear a low-cut shirt. I guarantee you'll get friggin' donations. Or you'll get followers. You'll get this just because of that low-cut shirt. Now, if people are going to say something like this at PAX, like, oh my God, she was too revealing, why aren't they saying something about female streamers that wear just above the nipple line or wear shorty shorts or, whatever, do a whole bunch of stupid shit just to get money? I mean, I'm not saying every woman does it. I'm not saying that at all. But it's just, there's no difference.
Well, women that are honest and really tell things how it is, I've had women that are professional social media, experts that do marketing, they do branding, brand management, advertising, all that kind of stuff. And they have told me straight up, it really helps when you have a female personality, especially if she's attractive. Mm-hmm. They're saying that. I was joking around with a friend. I know her really well, and she's a really big deal in marketing. And she took selfies and shared them on Instagram, and I'm like, those are really good. See that freaking selfie collage. I said, wow, I wish I could take selfies as good as that, but I'm not very photogenic. Mm-hmm. The gimmick, probably cats. She says, well, why don't you just get a girl to take some selfies and then post them on your thing? I'm like, that's a good idea. I mean, she was saying that. I mean, that tells you something. But let's be honest. Any kind of social media or any kind of event, anything that could go viral, there's always someone showing off skin. The dudes do it too. I mean, I've seen guys cosplaying Dante, and that shows off a lot of stuff too. Mm-hmm. And they have the biceps and the abs and all that stuff. So the objectification happens on both sides. I just think the PC police, they're going overboard now because it's just ridiculous. People get sensitive about the kind of humor that you exercise. You make a joke, they're like, that's offensive. Jokes are not supposed to be reverent. They're not supposed to be mean-spirited either. But if you go back to, I think Shakespeare said, comedy is tragedy times plus timing, right? Tragedy plus timing. So it's something that's in the wrong light is offensive or wrong or sad, but then you say it, that you deliver it the right way and provide context, and suddenly it's funny, And it's basically just the whole purpose of comedy and entertainment as a whole is to help us not take ourselves so seriously, have fun, and not be such tight asses. So that's what this is all about. Like the booth babe thing, they're banning booth babes at conventions, but there's greater issues. I mean, for that, just might as well just ban video games and movies and comic books and novels and
you
everything.
Might as well, and I'm going to put this in a geek perspective or a nerd perspective. You might as well, if you're going to ban the booth babes and all that stuff like that at those conventions, then I'm probably willing to say 50% of the nerds and the geeks that come around seeing your shit's not going to come around. I'm sorry to say it. I'm just like any other geek or nerd or gamer or anything. We like girls. Any geek or gamer that or nerd, just whatever, they have the stereotype. They're not, they don't get all the pretty girls. So when they see girls like that in those skimpy outfits, they're like, oh my God, I just got my first chubby and I'm 20, they see shit like that, and that makes them happy. That makes them want to come back because they know that there's going to be costumes like that every year. If they're going to ban them, then there's no point going. For the video games, but I mean, a married guy like me, of course, girls.
The thing is,
girls in skimpy outfits, whatever.
It's basically a standard. The one thing people need to understand is, yes, sex appeal is a major thing. The first thing that goes in the sex appeal, the look, and then the voice that goes with the look. Because I mean, you don't always have to have a look. Sex appeal can be heard in a voice. Mm-hmm. So, I think they are going a little outrageous on all this. Because one thing I remember hearing from one of the main people I've been watching for years now is the one thing about the internet, you're probably generally going to get way more people who are going to hate on you than people who are going to be uplifting about
Definitely.
things. So you just got to brace for impact. That's what it's about, and just learn to shoulder it.
Right, and man, I had a Janelle said it too that sex sells. If you think about commercials on TV, okay, what are 95% of the commercials about in the first 5 seconds? Some hot chick on a freaking beach, or she's rubbing her legs with lotion, and she's almost up to her past her mid thigh, and you get
the shampoo commercials.
You get a oh, and then all of a sudden, suave, use it, yeah. It's just like, oh my God, man, what are you doing?
Miscellaneous grunting, moaning, and then all of a sudden, my hair.
Just little things like that. I mean, sex sells. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, if my wife wanted to stream, I would say definitely. We'll start you a channel. We'll get hype. We'll get you on Gang. We'll get Yogi. We'll get him in the mix. We'll get you all set up. And then all I need you to do is go buy some slutty shirts from Walmart or Meyer or wherever. Just to wear them on stream, just so you can get views.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do it, but still, I mean, why not?
Oh, so you're thinking also
because then I could watch. Then I could watch the stream too.
Yeah, cute things sell too, and I brought that up too because I was sitting here being distracted by Yogi's shoulder cat. So
right.
Yeah.
And to anybody listening or even watching live now, I'm not sexist. I'm not all about, oh, you shouldn't do that. No, I like it just as much as any other guy. I just want people to understand that it's not their fault that they got boobs. I mean, this is how they make money. It's being illegal. No, I don't want to say that.
It's the same thing with the guy spectrum too. You got your naturally athletic guys, and then you got your beefcakes that go to the doing the cosplay thing too. I mean, they have their own little thing that goes on there too. So.
Right. Well, I mean, you would think if people were thinking about looks, if anybody's ever watched the stream Bacon, okay, he's this big guy, plays Minecraft, and if people are looking about looks, nobody would watch him. It's what he says. It's his personality. That's why when I look at a stream, like Casey Tron, okay, she has her finer points. She does play the game well, but she lets things get to her way too easy. She freaks out for no reason when she doesn't need to.
It's an act. It's an act.
A lot of it is. I think a lot of it is an act, but I'm not gonna call her out on that. That's what she does. That's how she does it. There's people like I said with Janelle. She doesn't have to sit there and go, "Stop it, guys! Stop it!" She doesn't have to do that.
Gosh, Muffin Man just let Casey try to really have it in the chat.
Oh, Muffin! No,
yeah.
You can only get away saying that if you're gay. If a straight man says that, we'll get shit for it.
Oh yeah. Well, I was watching it earlier just to see, because really it's quite funny if you can actually get past the crying and everything, because she cries every stream. Like Janelle just said, she cries every stream. And it's really quite funny because she's like, I just can't take this. Oh my god. Well, why are you do this every time you stream? Why are you streaming? But anyway, enough of that.
Well,
but it's just go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say that it's just interesting because, well, first of all, Jessica Negri, she knows what her gimmick is. She even got breast implants. I mean, like about 5 years ago, if you look at her, she was like a B cup. Now she's a D cup. It's pretty obvious, and she's working it. I mean, everybody has their gimmick. Everybody has to play up their strengths, and there's objectification on both male for men and women, regardless of your sexuality. There's always some kind of objectification. It's just that people feel like, it offends me because I'm insecure about myself, or I just want to make it stink because I can. And it's like, well, maybe they should do. I mean, they could maybe do like in the conventions, do like a red light district where it's for adults only or for people that are not tight asses. If you're a prude, do not cross this line. They could probably do that. But it's like, come on, just keep it moving. If you don't like it, walk away from it, or don't go to those events. I mean, you're going to see stuff you don't like when you go to convention. That's kind of what happens when you go to a public place or a massive event. There's going to be things you don't like. That's kind of how it happens. You get a bunch of people together, something's going to go wrong. It's not going to be 100% positive experience. The other thing is, if you look at tuna culture, I'm not into like cars, tuning out cars and making them look sexy and all that stuff. Like car shows, I've been to a few. Yeah, cool story, bro. But it's always the same thing. People don't really go there for the cars. They go there for the women. It's always the same thing because the women are like these little, really short, cut-off shorts that they might as well not wear anything while they're at it, or they just go straight for the gutso and then freaking put a gusto in it, and they wear thongs, and it's like boom, booty all up in your face. I mean. They're not even pulling back any punches.
What better of a day would you have if you have a freaking master, freaking powerful engine and an ass right next to it? Come on! You get a beer in your hand, you got a great fucking day.
Well, I mean, it goes without saying that.
That's a little sexist, but whatever.
Okay, I'm not trying to be sexist here, but with the sex appeal thing, it's just back to the male streamers and all that you talked about earlier. Obi. It's just they have to work the personality a lot harder than the really good looking female streamers or cosplayers have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I just thought it was worth noting. But
right. Well, and like we were saying before too, that a male streamer has to rely on more of his gameplay ability. He could be funny, cracking jokes, and get a few people to catch on to retweet it and do all this other stuff, get people on the stream. But really, that's a guy streamer has to worry about his gameplay far more than a female's does.
Gameplay and commentary, that's their gold right there. Yeah.
Shout outs and love, baby.
And somebody smacking Yogi for no reason.
Yeah, Spazzilla just smacked the hell out of you, dude. Just for no reason. He's just like, I run shit around this bitch. That's all he said.
What's up, Yogi?
Last week we talked about, we got on the allgames.com top 15. Well, and we said we wanted to get to the top 10. Yogi, did we get to the top 10?
We fell short. We hit 11th place.
Oh, 11. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go for top 10 next week. Shout outs, guys. Make sure you guys watch us on allgames.com. And that's Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Hit us up in chat. But we do want to give some more shout outs. Any streamers out there, we're going to be doing some more Twitch raids. You guys know what Twitch raids are? Or you got, your bombs or however you want to say it. We're going to be getting the gang together and getting some people together and just going to a stream. Just, Twitch raid somebody. And so they're going to be come out. We have raided lately. I know I've raided Janelle almost every time she gets on. I think we've raided her. We've Manalicious. I'm Too Asian. Obizanka. I am Dreaming Wing. I am Dream Wing. Turtle Mall. Cupcake Noms. And more. Join us in support of our fellow geese, guys. We love doing these. It's just reaching out to the community, even the people that are in their channels, that, hey, this is, retweet this, get this out, resend this, she's a great streamer. He's a great streamer. We want to get these people some love. So, breathe. Community events and giveaways. What?
I said question mark. You said that very questioningly. Like, community events?
Yeah, I was going dramatic, but it didn't work that well.
It turned out more confusing.
Dude, it was even confusing for me because I actually paused. So, yeah, but anyway, we are going to do those stream bombs, stream raids, but we're going to get right into it, keep going here. We're actually making really good time, Yogi. Community events and giveaways. Yogi, do we have a giveaway winner?
We do. I just pulled it up, and it's someone from Spain, it looks like.
Drum roll, please.
It is Ale. And it looks like they're a WoW player, too.
What's his name?
Ale. Like, drinking the ale.
A-L-E?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ale. A-L-E for winning the giveaway. And those giveaways are, of course, at geekyantics.net/giveaway. So you guys can check that out. If you missed the one today, you don't have to miss the next one. So go check it out. Get on there. Get on the website. Get on the giveaways portion and make some comments or do whatever you need to do. There's plenty of ways that you can get in the giveaways, and there's not just giveaways on geekyantics.net. There's giveaways on Steam for Steam games or for our community. So I'm going to link some links in here with our Steam community page as well as our Facebook page. You guys go check those out. Give them a like. Just give us some support so we can support everybody else just the same.
Delete it link and delete it link.
For who?
Who got a deleted link?
That's what it showed up in the chat for me when you posted those.
I see.
They showed up for you. Oh, wow. I guess my thing is not working correctly. Awesome.
It could be moved by being a troll.
We do want to get some more activity on the forums, guys. So any chance you guys do get to go check out the forums, of course, geekyantics.net/forums. It's really a great place to share feedback, bounce ideas around. We love brainstorming with everybody on anything. I mean, if you have any financial advice, I'm sure we got somebody in the gang that can help you with that. Your networking advice, over there. You guys can ask him, no problem. Yogi, I'm talking way too much and I'm getting flustered.
Hey, you're getting a little red in the cheeks there.
I am, dude. I'm blushing.
Oh, he's getting all rosy. Oh.
And I'm the one drinking.
Deals for cheap bastards.
No offense to you cheap bastards out there. Just throwing that out there.
Was that terrible or I don't know. Anyway, deals for cheap bastards. Yogi, what do we got cheap this week?
These are all on Steam. We got Transistor at 33% off for the weekend, which is pretty awesome because that's a pretty recent release and it's an awesome game. If you like Bastion, then this will be right up your alley. And it's got a little kind of like cyberpunk style to it, which is really neat. They also have the Orcs Must Die franchise for 75% off.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't have that yet, I have Orcs Must Die 2. I think I have 1 as well. Maybe that's something we could play together as a community. So jump on at 75% off. They're practically giving to you for free,
Yeah.
A lesser known game, it's more on the indie side, is Pixel Piracy, which has intrigued me for a while. That's 50% off. I think it's like $8 now. And it looks like it's puzzle pirates with a highly pixelated kind of style. It has some like remnant. It looks like it has like some aspects of like Minecraft in there and Starbound and Terraria and all those kind of games, but with a pirate theme. So there's a lot of these games. Yeah, that's cool, right? There's a lot of these games kind of popping up, but this looks unique enough. My only concern is that it doesn't have multiplayer, and for me, that's kind of a deal breaker, personally.
I think for a lot of people that we're actually trying to get a hold of and play games with, that's a deal breaker. So if I can't play it with a gang, why do I need to get it?
Yeah, but I think they're all definitely worth for the price.
Right.
But if you want if you're looking for other sweet deals, there's always sites like GOG.com, CheapShark.com, SlickDeals.net, which they have their own app. HumbleBundle.com, which you can sign up for their mailing list, so you'll never miss any of the weekly bundles or their flash sales. I know people hate EA. I'm with you there, but Origin, they have the on the house stuff, and it's a pretty good deal. I mean, yeah, they're data mining to find out what kind of games you have in your computer, but the games are free technically.
Hey, you can't be free, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you really can't.
Take my information. Go ahead. If it's that important to you, why not? But then if you like emulation, ROMs, playing maybe some retro style games, some classics, there's Abandonia, CoolROM, Abandonia.com, CoolROM.com, and BestOldGames.net. But with those last 3 sites, they're, as always, they're used at your own risk, and we're not condoning piracy. Whenever possible, try to throw developers some money, because they work hard, and there's not as much money in game development as people think. That's why even big studios now are going to crowdfunding like Kickstarter and all this stuff, because they gotta make up a difference somewhere.
Another use at your own risk site you can do for those type of things is MU Paradise. That is another one that is really, really good and trusted. Yeah, MU Paradise. I mean, they got your needs. They do.
I forgot to add that's .com too, right? I haven't been in a while.
I believe so. If not, you can just jump on the olden Google and find it immediately. So you're covered on that.
There's a lot of them. I think another one that I used to go to a lot was rom-world.net, I think it was. But I've just been stuck on CoolROM lately. And then Abandonia is all the abandonware, stuff that doesn't have current license. So you could download it without feeling any kind of guilt.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I bet I do have... Go ahead.
Oh, I had something itching in the back of my brain since you were talking about the Steam deals. And another game that you can't beat that I wanted to give a shout-out to that's really good, that's free to play, actually. It's got the card game, the internet card game thing going on. It's Infinity Wars. If any of you ever heard of that?
I believe so.
Yeah, Infinity Wars. it's a pretty awesome. We made a digital card game on Steam that's free to play. Well, free. You can buy packs and everything, but they're very generous with the in-game content you can actually earn. So, go check it out if you're into card games.
Definitely. And the on the house, I see this question in the Steam notes. The on the house origin is Peggle.
It's still Peggle?
It doesn't change until tomorrow, I believe.
Oh gosh, it feels like it's been Peggle forever.
I know I looked at it earlier this week and it was Peggle. I didn't know when it was changing, but that's still the on the house. I believe there's what you can actually vote for. Maybe I'll look at it. Let's see. I don't know. There it is. Yeah, you can actually vote for like the next game. Actually, like on the house is this week. Next game. And then, like, the next game is up for... It's not going to come up at all, but I'll let you guys know when it actually does come up.
Word. So, yeah, let's get to the bread and butter of tonight, talking some indie games. So we're going to do the Indie Watch, which we haven't done for a while, it feels like.
Month?
Yeah, it's been quite a while. So we got a few games here. These are games that we'd like everybody to support. And I'm going to say right now, even if they're not your cup of tea, at least share them with your friends, because I'm sure you know people you could tag that will be into this type of game. Everybody has at least a friend or two that might be into something that they're not into, right? So 2 of these are Kickstarter projects, and they end on August 10th. And yes, Kitty just made me lose my place. Okay,
blame it on the cat. That's fine.
Yes, but the first one is Choice Chamber. It's not a Kickstarter, but you can still fund it. You can still back it, and get in on the early access to the beta. And that game I love. I think this game and games like it are gonna level the playing field because it'll give Twitch streamers a way to really get their Twitch chat involved in the experience. I mean, the entire chat gets to vote on what happens in the game, and that's just it's a fun thing to do. It makes the whole Twitch experience a lot more immersive. And I guarantee when you stream this game, people start coming. You'll get new viewers because I already tried it and people were like, stream it some more. They I streamed it for like 3 hours. People wanted me to keep on streaming it. I was like, okay. I gotta switch it, because my ADD starts to kick in. With the old age, the patience has to wear a little
yeah, you're
little
kind
thin.
of old.
Sanfarine in the chat says that we have to make our own game. I have made my own games. That's something I want to get back into. But that game development is like such a risky thing. Yeah, and you kind of have to. To me, it feels like you have to be all or nothing. Like, you can't have side projects. It has to be something you have to be 100% dedicated to, promoting, developing, getting it done. Especially if you crowdfund it, because then you have people with expectations. Like, hey, you said delivery date was so and so, and here we are a month past the delivery date, and we haven't heard anything. Oh, I'm gonna write a nasty article about you online, blah blah blah, and it's like, oh gosh. But yeah, that's gonna happen. We're gonna do something in the Geeky Ads Network. We're gonna make some of our own game. That's one of the future plans for sure. But it won't be an MMO. So I'm gonna put that out there. But it won't be a MOBA either. Cause we have plenty of those as well.
Just a standalone thing, yeah.
Yeah, a standalone game where all you do is walk around in a room.
Yeah.
No
walk
online
in circles.
play. Walk in circles. And the longer you can walk in circles, the higher your multiplier goes. And it's only $5, but if you buy the DLC, we'll give you the click bot, and it'll do the walking in circles for you to get all the achievements. That's probably a thing already.
It probably is, believe it or not.
We'll even come up with a creative name like, The Room.
I think that's a thing already, too. There's actually a new game that came out called The Room. Not to be confused with Silent Hill, The Room. And someone was saying
Silent Hill for The Room.
Silent Hill for The Room. But there's actually a game called The Room, just like that. And I heard it's actually really good. And there's a Room 2 already, I think, as well. And someone was telling me it's actually a really good game. So
Janelle number 5 in chat. I do want to say this real quick, but she does. I love you guys for it. You guys make streaming worth it. That's right there is why we do this. Just make any streaming for anybody worth it. So thank you very much. Fire with fire.
Yes.
I'm just saying it. I'm waiting for you to talk about
Fire
it.
with fire. I
That was
thought
a
you had
strange look, Obi.
Yeah,
Very
you just
strange.
Eyebrow. Like, okay, what's Fire with Fire? So Fire with Fire is one of the Kickstarter projects I'm talking about. It's made by some of the friends that we have over in the All Games community, and allgames.com, by the way. And this project has till August 10th, just like the next one we're going to talk about as well. So we need people to share this and pledge whatever you can, even if it's just $1. That's the minimum amount. And my cat wants to go up in my lap. You want up? Okay. And Fire with Fire basically is an online tower defense game. It's kind of like Tower Wars, if you guys have played that. It's got the PvP and co-op kind of play in there. If you like tower defense games, this looks really cool because it's not just tower defense; it's tower defense and offense. And if you back it, if you like you could do you could back $1 or whatever you want. But if you back at least $6, you get access to the beta. If you back like $10, you get I forget the levels, but I think if you back $10, you get the original soundtrack, which is produced by SG from R9cast. Super dope, and he makes some good beats. Woo-woo. Yeah. Actually, I think the minimum for that, the original soundtrack, the OST, is maybe like $25. If you do like $10, I think you get a poster, and then if you do $35, I think you get a plushie, like a little throw pillow, basically. So you can throw it. Yeah, and it's shaped like one of the characters in the game.
So you can beat the hell out of your cat with it. Boom! Get off my shoulder.
No, not beat the hell out of them. Love them ever so gingerly.
Love them forcefully.
I think he's trying to say playfully nudge them.
Playfully nudge them. Come here!
It's a love tap. Knock them out.
Oh man.
We're not condoning animal cruelty.
There's absolutely no condoning to animal abuse at all.
It's just funny if you picture it as a cartoon, of course. Anyway, the next one. If you are not as big into video games, but you like tabletop gaming, this one's definitely worth a look. It's Factions, which they call a customizable strategy war game. The developer of this game, the designer of this game, actually contacted me directly. He was noticing a lot of traction on our Geeky Antics Twitter, and he was like, "Hey, you guys, your audience might like this. Please share this." And I was like, "Wow, thank you for reaching out to us directly." So we're gaining some clout. So Theorycraft Gaming, that company actually reached out to us, and they got that. Yeah. This Kickstarter has a serious trailer, like the way the box art looks great. Like all the pieces of this game look amazing. It's basically a tile-based strategy war game.
What's that one game on the computer where it's got the little octagons with little blobs, and you have to jump from one? It's kind of a board like that. You know what I'm talking? What game I'm talking about?
Oh, God.
It's a retro game. Come on. It's
with an amazing description like that. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
Hubert?
No, it's yeah. Well, maybe it's got like an octagon shapes, and there's a whole bunch of them, and then you go up on and then you have a little blob with looks like a horn as a nose, and then they have to jump. Okay, then it's that kind of board, guys.
It's a hexagonal board. That's what it is. Yeah, not octagonal, hexagonal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It makes a difference, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, we might have some geometry, like Nazis out there that be like, "Hey, don't you confuse the octagon with the hexagon? What are you gonna call it? You gonna do next? Call it a rhombus? What's wrong with you?"
He called a hexagon an octagon. Angry letter. Unsubscribe.
Bye.
You'll have people who do that.
You're a shape bigot, OB. How dare you?
The small details, people will be angry at you for them. Definitely.
Sorry.
Well, going back to what we discussed earlier, that PC police stuff, it's just people need a reason to be angry. That's really what it comes down to. People need a reason to be angry. Because it's easier for people to be angry and write something nasty or be negative than it is for someone to do something positive or give someone some encouragement. Like, think about it. if you write an article and you say the most wild, most offensive thing you possibly can, you're gonna get tons of hits and tons of comments. They're not gonna be negative, but you're gonna get tons of traffic. You know, kind of like Casey Tron does. But if you write something, you can write something positive and say, "I have the cure for cancer," and people be like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that."
Yeah,
Like, but I have the cure for cancer. Share this with your friends. They get cured cancer today, like for free. No. It's no good. It's not a cat. It's not a cute cat. It's not boobies. Sorry.
It's not FDA approved. No.
It's not something that makes me angry. You know, no, I'm not gonna share this.
You might reach out. More people would probably respond if you put a hashtag in front of that. Hashtag cancer cured.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The internet lingo, man. You gotta throw it out there. People are crazy about it.
You have to hijack another hashtag that's already popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like Kim Kardashian or something. I don't know.
Kim Kardashian.
Just hijack
What's that got to do with cancer?
Who knows?
Oh, you know,
Kardashian, I guess.
I could say a lot of things, but I won't.
People hijack hashtags all the time. Like there's been times that I do hashtags and like the most random share comes my way because the hashtag, and it's like I did hashtag Bob the Builder and they share porn with me. I'm like, what does Bob the Builder and porn have in common? I don't see it. I don't get it. Oh, I know.
Obi's face was just like escalation quick.
Yes.
We have been.
His face just changed. He was like, huh? You say porn?
Ruh-roh. We have been seeing more streamers lately. We've been seeing them play Unturned, which of course is free to play, and the recently released Crypt of the Necrodancer. Kind of looks like it's worth like a look. It deserves a look. Look-see. I can't even.
You need more beer,
Obi. I need. Stop it.
I'm pouring it to you. Wait, let me get the mouthpiece.
You would think Obi was the. You would think Obi was the one drinking currently.
Yeah, really, right? Guys, we wanted to let you please go to Steam Greenlight and vote on some games. You guys, we can decide what games go on Greenlight next. We can decide that, which Greenlight means cheaper games. Yay! Cheap games, new games, indie games. We want those new games, especially if they're going to be good. We've had
the struggle is real, and you got to help them out.
We've had a few that have been, we've tried and they were bombs, and they're, okay, yes, no, but it is worth it to see these new games come out from people that just love to do this. So you can't level up while you're supporting.
Fire with Fire is on Greenlight, by the way.
Fire with Fire is on Greenlight right now, so go check that out. It is a Kickstarter, of course. We talked about that a few minutes ago. Just go check it out. Give them a little support. If you like the game, give it a thumbs up, of course, just like anything. Recapping some of the... Oh, I think I skipped. Nope.
That's right.
Recapping some of the indie games we've mentioned in previous episodes. Armada Online, Rogue Legacy, Risk of Rain, Hammerwatch, Wanderlust, Rebirth, Broforce... It sounds like a dude game. League of Angels, Space Engineers, Rogue Shooter, Transistor, Hack and Slash, FTL, Star Command, Starbound, and Cortex Command. Also, Heroes of the Order and Chaos, Hero Bash, and of course Shovel Knight. Yogi's been playing quite a bit of that on his Retro Friday games. Been playing some
Shovel Knight, 10 out of 10.
Shovel Knight. If you guys have played in these, I know Yogi's played every one of these, I'm pretty sure. Did we miss any? Let us know for you guys. Yogi, let me know if we missed any. Yeah, I'm just so discombobulated right now. I'm thinking about constantly looking at the clock, and I'm like, oh my god, it's coming close. I know it's gonna happen.
Making good. I'm checking the time. We're making good time.
The clock's ticking, and his hamster's falling off the wheel.
I'm going to let Yogi go because my throat's getting kind of dry. I got to get something to drink. The Dust Off, guys. This is a segment where we actually talk a little bit about games we've dusted off. We've had in our inventories, or we've just started playing again. Yogi, what have you dusted off?
Well, let's let Eric go first.
Oh, that's
Dreadnought. We'll do the Dreadnought, the Big E. Because my list is kind of long.
E.
The
My list
spotlight.
is
Oh man.
my list is piled up for like the past 3 or 4 weeks.
Your
So
turn,
Uh,
Siri.
so this is just any game like any criteria that I haven't played for a long time and then just started playing again recently.
It
Is that
can
what
be
it
a
is?
board game, whatever you
Any-
want.
yeah, any games you're currently playing, but particularly any ones you've recently dusted off.
All right, and it doesn't have to be just video games. All right.
No.
Okay.
No, it could be tabletop. Yeah.
Uh oh man, I've dusted off some serious War Machine and Warhammer 40K in the past few months.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Have you
Oh,
played
no.
Space Hulks?
I've actually never had the pleasure of playing Space Hulk, and I really want to. Another one is I want to get into some Necromunda and some Gothica too. Yeah, I got to get in on some of that. Yeah. That's for the tabletopping. Magic the Gathering recently started playing some of that after got a return on that. Been playing that off and on for about 15 years now, actually. Yeah, fun times. As for video games, I dusted off my Dark Souls. Yeah, I love the Dark Souls, man. I mean, PC Dark Souls popped out. I easily clocked over 300 something hours on it. Just
Oh my god.
love it.
I play Dark Souls too much.
I love it. People are like, oh, the game's so hard. It's not. First time through, yes, but mainly it's the players that make it hard for you. Yeah.
You have the what is it called? The Time to Die edition or whatever.
Prepare to Die. Yeah, that was the
Prepare to
PC
Die.
port. It got some flack because it was a pretty terrible port, but the mod community fixed it. There's mods out there to fix it completely.
Yeah.
And of course, you got some of the classics like Super Meat Boy and.
Uh-oh.
And that
Did I
one,
lose you guys?
Huh? What was that? Yeah.
you just went quiet.
Okay,
Did I?
it wasn't me. Okay.
Am I?
It's just Super Meat Boy, and then what else?
Then of course a month or two without playing Dark Souls 2, and then last but not least Hawken. Have you guys heard of Hawken?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawken. I recently just got back into that too, and because I was originally in the alpha and beta. And
I get my ass kicked in that game, so I don't play it anymore.
oh, it is a hardcore Twitch game. You gotta be twitchy to play.
Isn't Hawken like a mech game, kind of like Titanfall type thing?
Sorta.
I wouldn't say like Titanfall, but because it's basically a first person mech, yes, but it's not the there's no out of mech combat. So
It's not too bad if you got like 2 or 3. I mean, it would be good for a group of people, like on a TeamSpeak or a Skype or some kind of comms. If you had like a group of people, like 5 or 6 people playing together, then it would be all right. But if you're just playing by yourself, especially if you don't know what's going on, you just get your ass kicked all over the place.
yeah, he's right. Team Stream is the best way to go about that if you're going to be playing it. Matchmaking's okay, but if you go in with a pre-made team, you're pretty set. Yeah, that's all I got for my dust off, man.
Well, some of the games that I've dusted off this week, of course, Dawngate. Like, hey, I haven't really dusted it off. I just haven't let it accumulate any dust. Of course, League of Legends. I haven't played that. I played game here, game there. But I've been playing a little bit more League of Legends. Hearthstone. I got back into the Hearthstone. Played the free wing, which was really, really good. I should have recorded it because it was like record time. I just bam, done.
Obi.
I didn't do it.
What did you play to to go through it? What kind of deck did you play?
An aggro deck.
Warlock or
Hunter.
Shaman? Hunter. Okay, that's what I did too. I did Hunter and Priest.
I did Hunter and Druid.
Oh, Druid's a good choice too.
Oh my god, the burst. My
Yeah,
wife's mad
yeah.
at me because I won't tell her how to do it.
Oh, she's actually stuck on it?
Yeah.
No way. She's actually really good at the game.
Yeah,
That's
she
surprising.
is. Yeah, she is. And like I said, with Dawngate, myself and Dreadnought, we've been playing quite a bit of Diablo, which we're going to start streaming that here in the future, make some videos. We got a heroic 1 to 10 video. It took us about 47 minutes or so, so I'm going to chop it down a little bit, try to put it on Geeky Antics. But Then playing some Warframe, of course, Left 4 Dead 2, and there's a new game that was free last weekend, and it was Dead Island Epidemic. If anybody hasn't played it, it's I'm trying to figure out what kind of game it's like, but you're killing zombies. I mean, it's fun. I loved it, and I was by myself, and I played for like 20 minutes. But
/MOBA.
Yeah. But it's a little fun game that you can play with friends and stuff like that. It's just like kind of it's like Left 4 Dead 2. I think it's like 4 people max in a group, and you just go have fun. You just kill a whole bunch of zombies. So for me, that's pretty much it. I've been playing quite a bit of Steam games, trying to get more. I'm going to be playing Space Engineer, so if anybody wants to play, I really want to play with 1 or 2 people, especially we can make some big space station. We got to get it started, Yogi. We got to start our geeky antic space station.
Dude, is that big?
Oh, I can't remember what that game is.
Space Engineers.
Okay. Anyways.
It's hard to describe. If you like the creation aspect of like vanilla Minecraft, Space Engineers takes that and builds upon it big time with a lot more polish and giving it more of a theme and direction. So, it's a little more objective because you have to build it. You have to build a space station, but then you have some sandbox elements where you can go do pretty much whatever you want and just have fun. It's really neat. I have to get more into it, but it's got a nice amount of polish. It performs well on just about any kind of rig. I haven't tried streaming it yet, but I'm gonna try to.
It's not that bad.
It's neat. It
doesn't take up much at all.
A more spacey, technical Minecraft then. Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, it's a highly technical Minecraft.
Now to the long list of Mr. Zilla. Mr. Zilla, you have the floor.
Here we go.
Well, I'm gonna skip around because I shared these before. But anyway, here we go. So on the mobile front, I've been still playing Marvel Puzzle Quest faithfully with Chip Sella of the B Team podcast, and I'm trying to get back into full flow because I was slacking a little bit on there. I'm playing more Hearthstone again, trying to get back into the game on that. But I have to say on the iPad, it's pretty poopy. It's definitely iPoop because that thing crashes all the time. I lose so many matches just because I get disconnected. Fuck that game. All right, just getting that out there. Ingress. This is like one of those augmented reality games, and it's weird because basically it forces you to walk around and find portals. And I like walking, but like not when it tells me the nearest portal is like 3 miles away. Oh no, that's too much work. So this could be fun if you are on the go a lot. I'm not. I'm a lazy fuck. Then check out Ingress. But if you work from home or you spend a lot of time indoors, this is gonna really suck. If you want to play something augmented reality that doesn't require you to go to China in order to get points, try Zombies Run. That's much better, and you get a little work out of it. Just saying. On my stream, I've been doing a lot more. Well, I did a little bit of Choice Chamber, actually quite a bit of Choice Chamber. I'm gonna do much more of that. That was awesome. A Cards Against Humanity clone called Pretend You're Zizzy, which is hilarious. This is a good example of the kind of game people need to play if they are tight asses and maybe pull the stick out of their ass. Because if you get offended easily, you'll get over it very quickly in this game, or you'll leave. Because basically the way Cards Against Humanity works is people take, someone plays a card from the deck, the house card basically, and it tells a story and has blanks in it, or it asks a question. So then everybody else plays a card, and the card czar of the turn votes on which one fits the narrative or the question best. And they usually pick the one that's the most offensive or the funniest, or just maybe makes grammatical sense. Who knows? Everybody has their own criteria. So super fun game. It's a great game you can involve lots of people in. So it's a good game you could do with your viewers on Twitch. We should do some Geeky Antics Cards Against Humanity games, because especially late night, get a little, those that are of age, get a little alcohol in them, and then you're like playing this, and you just, I can't stop laughing. I started pissing myself out laughing so hard. Because my last one, and I'm going to really offend a lot of people here, but the sentence I created, the narrative I created was something like, the card that was played was, it's encouraging to see autism being conquered, especially when you see a good sign when an autistic person blank, and I put jerks off on an unconscious person's foot. When I said I'm gonna win, I did the asshole thing. I was totally BM, and I said I played that card. I said GG because I knew I was gonna win with that card. It's so wrong, and I couldn't stop laughing. Man, that's so wrong. I had an autistic person jerking off an unconscious person's foot. That's terrible.
Can you actually see that happening? I can. That's the problem. Wow.
I picture Corky from the Wonder Years.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's what I pictured. Corky, and then Weenie. Remember Weenie? What was her name? Winnie. Like she was supposed to be the hot babe of the show, and she had such a butterface. It was great. And we're showing our age again. But anyway, because half the people listening to the podcast are like, Wonder Years, the hell is that?
Yeah. They're like, wait, was that back in the olden days?
Was that on the black and white television set?
Back in my day, we used to watch the Wonder Years every day.
Was I alive back then?
No. It was back when we made the wheel.
I think
it made Eric's time.
Maybe. Well, it might have. Yeah.
Did you get into?
I was born in '89, so I mean.
Did you ever get into Boy Meets World?
That never was my thing, man.
Now you know now Boy Meets World. Now it's Girl Meets World because now him and Topanga are married and they have a daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched that the other day for the first time and I laughed my ass off just from the little things like he's got a daughter, not even a kid, a daughter. You have one. She's like what, 21, 22 now. A daughter. That's the one thing that Dad. Yeah, don't mess with Dad and his daughter. It was just great. I laughed my ass off the whole night. Janelle got deleted message.
Yeah, give her the permit, Obi. And not Panda in the house.
I already said. I said Panda. Panda bait.
See,
I missed it.
It said deleted message for her, but yours showed up different than that. Like, I'm getting a whole bunch of different weird mixed signals from whatever's going on. It's like yours is like an abbreviated deleted message, and then hers is just message deleted.
Wait, can't I
That's
just
weird.
right click her name or click her name and then?
No, you gotta do the permit and then her name.
Yeah,
Well,
you can
space
just
her
go
name.
permit this user.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
Now Janelle has the power.
Go ahead and retype it.
Power.
But
Oh, that's a good song. CNC Music Factory. Good times.
Oh, that's an old school song, but it's good.
Oh yeah.
now I do want to let everybody know this is about the time that I could possibly get kicked off. My internet company is actually doing upgrades and all that stuff. So if I leave, I am so very sorry from the bottom of my heart. I'm still around, but I will see you on Sunday if I do get kicked off here. So let's keep going, Yogan.
I'm only gonna mention like 2 more games because my list is
definitely. No, go
OP.
ahead. I just want to let everybody know if I get kicked off, I'm so sorry.
Well, I've been playing a lot of retro games for #Retro Friday, and I've been mainly doing 8-bit and 16-bit eras. So if anybody's into that stuff, come on by. And of course, PC classics as well. So I had the Super Nintendo, NES, Genesis, Master System, Atari 2600, arcade classics. Yeah, I'm covering the full gamut there. So #Retro Friday come on Friday nights, usually late nights, and I stream all kind of stuff, and I get them up on YouTube on Geeky Antics channel. But of course, I've been playing Dawn Gate with you guys as well. That's been our crack, hands down. Dead on an Epidemic, Dreadnought's definitely on point. It is very much a MOBA, but it has more of a focus on cooperative and kind of like most of the gameplay modes are more like a horde mode where you just have to defend against a bunch of waves or just hunt a bunch of waves. But it's PvP as well, so it's really neat. It looks good. My only issue is that it looks like they are trying really hard to monetize it and pushing that paywall way too hard.
Right.
I played Really Big Sky, which is a really awesome shoot 'em up, and that game is pretty neat. It might get you into some like seizures because there's so many bright colors and fast action, but yeah. And this past Retro Friday, I played They Bleed Pixels, which is a really cool, again, retro stylized game. It's got kind of like an 8-bit, almost 16-bit kind of style to it, and it's like a fighting game slash platformer. It's really neat. So check out the videos over at the Geeky Antics channel on YouTube. But yeah, I think that concludes the dust off for now. So we keep going. I think we should. You want a free ball for the rest of the time,
Yep.
or you want to? Okay, we'll free ball, and then we'll jump into our plug and start wrapping up. But
anybody that wants to play Dawn Gate with us too, we are looking for 5 people for a team to get all to it. But I did put it in chat there. It is totally free. Go ahead and check that out. I know we were talking about it a lot, but I like Dawn Gate. Still love my League of Legends, but still like Dawn Gate.
Lots of Dawn Gate talk coming in the Sunday show. So.
Yes, that is coming. That's a new addition. Now, all right. First person to say something. We're gonna do a free ball session as long as we got time left. You guys pick the topic. First person to pick a topic. That's what we're gonna talk about. So, first person to say something in chat. Go.
Besides the people talking.
While they figure out something, yeah. While they figure out something, I would say that I try to get into. I have to try the Girl Meets World. It just started scaring me because there was like a lot of like the whole teeny bopper. Oh look, girls and cute boys. There's a little bit too much focus on that. Like, all right, I would appreciate a little more about the struggle that young girls have to go through. As a parent, that appeals to me more. But I don't want to think about my kids hooking up with boys and stuff. No, I really deal with that as it is.
The struggle is real.
Yes,
the struggle is real.
Yes, and Janelle's spam is OP.
No, you know what it is? I have to change it. I have MoveBot set to where if people use too many caps, it will, like if your message is all caps, it will block it.
Reballing we're not getting any ideas in chat. So, what are we gonna talk about, Yogi?
You guys have you watched any good movies lately? Or shows? I'm in the same boat. Usually I don't watch too much TV or movies.
Yeah, I haven't watched TV for at least 5 years.
Falling Skies started again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What season are they on?
3, 4, 3, whatever.
I think it's 4.
Well, it's back up and running. So I'm watching that right now. We're watching. Oh man,
don't spoil
what are we
it,
watching?
I'm still on season 1, by the way. I've been watching that little by little with my better half. 1?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the show we watch every now and then when we don't have a movie to watch or something else to do. So we just throw that on. Well, and it's getting better.
Right. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say only shows I pay attention to are Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. So
topic of the free ball. Yes. Here we go, guys.
We want to talk about Spoiler City, man. Getting to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we're not. I don't want to. I just started watching that. Let's not. Question of everybody here. What is your thoughts on the new movie coming out, Lucy? I can't wait to see it.
You want to
start someone with Scarlett Johansson?
Dude, I wish I could use 10% more than 10% of my brain. Holy crap, I was talking to my wife saying, "Oh my god, that'd be awesome if I could just change my eye color and change it cuz brain power, man."
Yeah.
Dude.
I use like 0.001% of my brain right now.
I use less than that 99% of the time. So,
yeah, we were talking about that circuitry in Yogi's head. He's just reaffirming the fact.
Yeah.
I like Stan's synopsis of the movie. A woman accidentally caught in a dark deal turns the tables on her captors and transforms into a merciless warrior evolved beyond human logic. Scarlett Johansson in
Lucy.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with Scarlett Johansson, but I mean, for my first opinion on that movie. Oh, from what you've seen in the commercials, overpowered. overpowered as hell.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I mean, and I like Morgan Freeman too as an actor. So I mean that right there, he's that's gonna bring people that don't necessarily like Scarlett Johansson. Morgan Freeman, is a likable actor. But then we're getting back into its sex sells, and half the time she's got a really loose shirt on. So
Oh, yeah.
She just has a very pretty face too. I mean, let's just be honest. I actually, I'm not trying to be like nice about it. I actually I like looking at her face. Like her boobs are great, her body's great, but I can look at her face all day. She has like a cute face. Like you just want to pinch and probably get slapped in the process, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't pinch faces. That usually gets you hit. So
Yeah,
you don't
it does.
pinch faces, you pinch asses.
Yeah,
well,
pro tip.
Because
pro tip, don't pinch
because
faces.
yeah, don't. That's a pro tip. Don't pinch faces, pinch asses, because it takes time for them to turn around. If you're right there and you pinch their face, they can just slap you like that.
hashtag pro tips from Obi.
Oh my gosh, Janelle just said 10 out of 10 for Scarlett Johansson. Would bang. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you would,
be honest,
Janelle.
yeah.
A woman is saying this.
I'm gonna come
Well,
on to her next stream and I'm gonna be like, so you'd bang Scarlett Johansson, huh, Janelle? Yeah, I'm gonna, and I got her raid call too, so I'm gonna get on there and mess with her now.
That's awesome.
If
Go
any
ahead.
Hollywood actor could turn somebody to a lesbian, it would be Scarlett Johansson. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm a
She's like-
full-blown lesbian, so I'm game.
Good on you, Obi. Thanks for coming out on the show.
Oh my god.
Stan's kicking some game in the chat. He's like, Janelle number 5 has a sweet face. Yes, she does.
Janelle, she said
me-
she would. She
Even
did
though
it.
she ignores me when I join her stream. Yeah, Jenna, I'm looking at you. I'm just kidding.
She said I'm a troll on her stream. I am not.
Nice. Yeah, he trolls our stream too.
I troll my own stream. What the hell?
But so they just mentioned in the chat that the critics were saying that the movie Lucy was not scientifically accurate, and she says,
Who
"Come
gives
on,
a
sci-fi is fiction, science fiction." And that's true. Some people lean more towards fiction. This is the thing about science fiction: science fiction does not have to follow the rules of science as we know it. The thing about science fiction is that you have to create your own science, your own mechanics, these rules that your universe goes by, and make sure that everything follows those rules. So that creates the believability. If you could create these rules and follow them consistently, you're good. But then what happens in science fiction, bad science fiction, is when people create rules and then they have they contradict them and they create plot holes. And it's like, wait, you said that there was only 13 regenerations of the Doctor, but this is his 15th. How are you gonna explain that? Oh well, dappy doopity boo. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't have anything. I mean, Doctor Who does have plot holes, but I still like Doctor Who. But yeah, that's the thing about science fiction. It's about creating your own science and following that logical path. It doesn't have to follow. It doesn't need to be scientific.
As long as
and
you
follow
don't
the
contradict
rules.
yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna lay that
Sci-fi's
plot
all,
line down, and you're gonna contradict yourself later. Then nobody wants to see that shit or hear it.
Sci-fi is all about making, parameters that are unobtainable in real life. So
Basically,
that's the easiest way to sum it up. It's like you can't be mad about it.
Yeah.
And then that just goes back to people hating on things just for the sake of doing so. So
Yeah, exactly. People being angry is because that's the easier thing to do. But there's a thin line between science fiction and fantasy. But again, science fiction, it's easier to suspend your disbelief. And Janelle said, "What? I don't ignore anyone." I'm just giving you a hard time, Janelle.
you'll be okay, Obi.
No, you were
Gonna
busy.
die.
No, the last time I went to her channel, she was really busy, and I was like, "What's up? Hey, we messaged you on HorsePLAY Live recently," and she was like, "Doo doo 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 doo, la la la." And I was like,
she
okay.
forgets about me all the time, dude. I'm sitting there talking to her in the stream, be like, "Yeah, I'm even in raid call." Be like, "Yeah, yeah," and she's like, "Here, I'm inviting people to the game. All right, invite." And then all of a sudden, I'm watching her. I come back to her stream for tabbing out for a second, and I'm like, "Oh, the group's full. Huh? I guess I don't get to play this time."
happens to me all the time.
Obi in the back just waving his hands sporadically. Ooh, pick me. And then, you just hear crickets.
Put me in the game, coach.
That's pretty good, actually. It's a good impersonation. Yeah.
That is really good.
Yeah.
That's like the third time he's done that. Every time I'm like, wait a minute, who let the crickets in?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, Yogi needs And not Yogi. Ogi needs a soundboard.
I got Jiminy.
So
I got Jiminy right here. I don't need a soundboard. It's all right here.
Oh no, that way you can record your noises and then just hit a button for it.
We're in the process of doing that. We're in the process of Audacity recording everything and get sound bites out there for people that want me to say stuff on their stream. And
Derek H over at All Games hates soundboards, and
I'm a built-in soundboard, so it's all good.
Yeah, me too. But people have their preferences.
It's just, I think there's a happy medium. You can't. There's people that overuse it. It's like I have a mixing board, I have a soundboard. Now I have to justify the expense, so now I'm going to use it constantly.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
I like what Dreadnought wrote.
Selective love for shame.
Lucy,
JK guys, JK.
JK, just JK.
No, he's not. He's not joking at all. I've been playing with this guy every night for the last week. He's not playing.
Oh, the public shaming. Oh.
Well, it's better than a public stone. Just put that out there. I don't know if you guys saw in the video, but I had Blue laying down in my arm and she fell asleep. But I guess I was being too loud and laughing too hard, so she like got down, popped off of there, and she
probably got up, looked at you like, you dumbass, shut the hell up, and then walked away.
Well, I can't help it. When I start laughing, the man boobs and the belly start jiggling. It's like tsunami, you know? I'm a one-man wave. So all the love is going down. It's just coming down good.
You get the Jello effect, and the cat's like, "Oh shit, I'm out of here."
I do not want to visualize this right
She's
now.
like, "Oh, it's an 8-point. I want to break the scale. Get the hell out of here." Poor thing.
I'm trying not to vision. Oh god.
You can't unsee that, OB.
Visual aspect. Thank you, Yogi. You're an ass.
Well, at least I didn't draw like a face on my belly and then use my mouth as belly button.
Use your belly button as a mouth, going, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
I'm not quite at that point yet. But so yeah, speaking of movies, so if you like science fiction, I mean, from what I saw in the trailers of Lucy, it looks intriguing. It's definitely right up my alley. I'm more into like the space type things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw Elysium, which was done by Neil Blomkamp. I'm probably gonna kill his last name. He's the guy that did Yellow and District 9.
Oh, those, yeah. He's kind of a
like
weird director, kind of like it's.
Yeah, he did like the indie films and Sundance Festival and all that stuff. Then now he's gotten like some bigger budget projects. But Elysium has Matt Damon in it. It's actually a pretty good movie. I actually really enjoyed it. It's predictable, but it's fun to watch. And anytime it involves space, I'm like, yes, let's cross the fingers that we don't lose Obi.
I know.
But we're making good time.
I'm
we
freaking out, man.
We'll try to wrap it up like at 20 minutes just to be safe. But I don't want to cut things that short. Oh, Stan liked District 9. I'm glad to hear that. A lot of people didn't like District 9. I remember when I saw District 9, I thought it was a documentary. Because we actually went, this is a funny story. My wife and I went into the wrong movie theater. I think we were supposed to go watch a Harry Potter movie or something. No, it wasn't a Harry Potter movie. It was some other movie, some other science fiction movie. And we thought it was this was a preview because it doesn't have any opening credits or anything. And we started watching this. I'm like, is this a documentary? And this is a really long commercial. What the hell's going on here? Like, and then it ended up being a movie, and I actually enjoyed it. But like, it was so realistic. I thought I was watching a news bit, and I'm like, and then I saw freaking aliens and shit. And I'm like, the hell? This is really happening? Where is this happening?
Like, pack your shit, Ma. We're leaving.
For real, dude. Like, it really.
I don't know why people gave that movie such shit, dude. It was actually a really decent movie.
Yeah, I don't. But that's the funny thing. I don't know.
The hate's real, man.
It's cool to hate things and be angry about it. That's what it is.
Well, I don't know what it is, but people have a tendency of being way more negative than positive.
Damn hipsters.
Yeah. Get your hipster shades. It's getting out there.
It's bright outside. Everybody put your shades on. Woo.
And yeah, see, District 9, that's what I like about it. District 9, you can enjoy it on the surface, but then if you really go down to it, it was about being human, like Stan says. It's about being, it really got into the depth of human nature. I really enjoyed it. It's thought provoking.
I had to watch it a couple of times for me to actually like it, I guess. I mean, the first time was like, what the f is this? I even turned it off. I'm like, I'm not watching this crap. Because I thought it was a documentary too. Well, I thought it was a documentary too. I'm like, what the? Are they really doing this? I mean, they did a documentary of what aliens would look like if we landed on like a Mars. And there was I mean, I'll link it to you, and it's a Netflix movie, but it was cool as hell. But some of the things they were talking about, like aliens that were like they embedded themselves in the ground, and then because they suck the nutrients out of the ground, and then when the nutrients in the ground are done right there, so they can replenish, they actually pick themselves up out of the ground, go bury themselves somewhere else, and eat. I mean, and they're huge. They're like mammoth. I mean, triple the size of I don't know, Madison Square Garden. I mean, they're huge.
Oh, you're talking about moving islands. Okay.
No, it's like Aliens or something like that.
Well,
It's
I know
a
the concept of the aliens like a moving island.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, yeah, sort of, but it's like it's actually something. If you were to say Madison Square Gardens, okay, and you say 4 of those side by side in a square, that's how big this thing is. Okay, and then what it does is it embeds itself into the ground, sucks all the nutrients out. It even has, spikes on its back that looks like trees actually grow off it. And it's something that it's really cool. I mean, they sent a probe out to search the planet, and it would be what the probes would see and do and what they would hear and how they would react to certain things. One was programmed to react more harshly or more aggressively to a situation, and one was programmed to draw back. And it's just I mean, you guys need to watch it. It's called Aliens. It's a documentary type style, but I liked it. I mean, it was something to pass by time.
Yeah, you can find nice little gems on Netflix if you look hard enough.
Yeah, even on Crackle, you find some gems that you don't expect sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But So Elysium was good. I enjoyed it. I'm not a big Matt Damon fan, but he was good in it. What else did I watch? So this is the big one that Sean Freeman of Zombie Cast and Knuckleballer Radio was sharing and pimping out with everybody. Divergent. Now, people that I've heard that watch this, they either love it or hate it. Now, I agree that it does feel a lot like Hunger Games, but I actually enjoyed this a lot more than Hunger Games. To me, it had a lot more depth and character development than Hunger Games did.
What's it called again?
Divergent.
Okay, I'll look at it. It's on Netflix.
I don't know if it's on Netflix right now. It might be, but one thing about it is that it wasn't just about like the protagonist. Like there were other characters you cared about. Whereas Hunger Games is all about whatever the girl's name, I forget her name is. It'll probably come to mind. Katsa, I think her name is in there. But with Divergent, it was a little predictable. Again, that's an issue I have with a lot of movies. I could see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, you probably do hear a cat meowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little cat in the background. Ah.
Yeah, I think she needs to go potty. I'll let her on in a second. That she's trapped in a man cave with me.
Yeah.
But it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I like Hunger Games, but I think out of this type of movie, that this is the better one. I don't know. It's worth checking out. I don't want to say too much about it because it might spoil it.
Mm-hmm.
But some people were like saying that it's kind of stupid. Like they don't get why being divergent is such a big deal. But if you really pay attention to the movie, you understand why being divergent is such a big deal. Because divergents are like rare people that can basically think freely. She's getting louder here. Right. All right, you guys talk about what you've been watching recently. I'll be right back.
I want to know, has anybody... Go ahead. Oh,
I was going to say a couple other movies to note that, more of the mainstream type thing here, but a couple other movies worth definitely checking out is the new Godzilla, obviously.
Definitely.
And that other Tom Cruise movie, Edge of Tomorrow. That was pretty good too, actually.
Well, I didn't see it.
It's based on a Japanese light novel. So yeah, you can look into that if you want to, but it's definitely worth checking out too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There is a couple of movies that I actually watched over the past week on Netflix, and one was World War Z with Brad Pitt. Have you guys seen that? It was something that I never seen it in a theater because I really don't go to theater movies anymore unless it's some big movie. I mean, it's put to the point where my wife's friend is probably taking my wife on Valentine's Day to see a chick flick movie, and I had no say about it. Like, she's like, I'm taking your wife to go to the movies. I was like, oh, so what am I, chopped liver? Whatever. I'm just trying to I want to take my own wife on Valentine's Day of all days.
Don't mind me. I'm gonna take your wife on a date while you sit back on Valentine's Day. Bye.
Hey, I wouldn't argue, but I really feel if I don't argue the fact that I might get in trouble after the fact, so I don't want to do that. Period.
You don't want to step on that thin ice. Yeah.
Well, my wife and everybody tells me that this married. If you're a married, girlfriend that you're gonna get married to or whatever, happy wife, happy life. It's true. It is very true.
Yeah.
One more thing. Yeah, that was it for me. I think.
That's all I got. Yeah.
I'm lost.
Well, in the chat, Stan says he's not a Hunger Games fan. I don't love it or hate it. I do agree that Divergent was a bit thin in terms of the plot developments, and I still feel like it had better character development than Hunger Games did. I mean, it was a more fun story. It was almost 3 hours long, really. But it was 2 hours and 19 minutes roughly. But still, that's pretty long, and it held my attention, which is saying something. And at the end, I actually cared about what was going to happen. They set it up for another movie. I'm just going to say that. I'm really curious to see what happens there. And so Janelle says, still a better love story than Twilight. Yeah, definitely. Really good love story.
Quick question. What is the story behind that face?
Kappa?
I see that everywhere, and I have no idea what that is.
What's his name? Jason Kappa? I forget what his name was. Something. It's a guy. His name is Kappa. That's his last name. His last name is Kappa. He was one of the original Twitch team members, and he was known for always having a sarcastic look on his face. So,
okay.
So that's basically whenever people do the Kappa face, it's always this little snarky, sarcastic, witty kind of face.
It's kind of like that snarky little oh really face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a universal emote, man.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I do want to put this out. I don't think I said something to you a couple weeks ago about it, and I got to get your information too. But what we're doing is I'm going to set it up to all the female gamers out there, or any of you guys that are married, that want to make sure your wife or girlfriend gets a little bit of love. Okay? The first 10 people, my email is right there in the chat. First 10 people to send me an email, I will send you back an email with that I need information filled out of. The first 10 people will receive a gamer's wife's survival kit. Okay, this is something that my wife does just because my wife is a gamer's wife, and she knows sometimes the wives' girlfriends need a little pampering. Now, if you are a gamer like Janelle, you're a girl gamer, send me your stuff. We'll get you one too. So, and it's like a makeover in a box. We can't really tell you exactly. I can tell you in a private message, but not online here. So if you guys want to, the first 10 people to email me, obi1x2@gmail.com, will receive the gamer's wife's survival kits. So hopefully that goes, and hopefully that takes. Hopefully get a couple people that want to email and want to try it out. But other than that, Yogi, what do you got left for us for this wonderful show?
It's just a few other things that I watch, and like you guys, I don't really watch too much stuff, but I go into spurts. I do marathon runs, and once in a while, I wasn't feeling that good this past week, and there's a lot of stuff been going on. So and we're winding down with the family. So obviously sitting down watching TV or movies is the easiest thing for us to do together.
Right.
But when we do board games or go out together, rage moments happen. So it's safer to just watch movies and shows. But I got into The Strain, which is only like 2 or 3 episodes in. That looks very promising. It's another take on vampires, but it's a take that's actually different. And I really like what they're doing with it. So that looks very promising. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I could get to other ones, but an anime. Anime's OP. I finally got into Fairy Tail. I'm like way behind on that.
Right. Well, if you guys do, if you guys ever heard about the episodic show Once Upon a Time, the first 3 seasons are done. The 4th season's coming up in October. So if you haven't watched it and you like the fairy tale land type thing, it's got Prince Charming and Snow White. It's got the Evil Queen. It's got a whole bunch of just fairy tale actually into a show. So if you guys want to check that out, we might be talking about that in the fall. I'm going to try to get on Yogi. I'm looking right at him, but I'm going to try to get on him and we can talk about some shows so we can actually get up there. So if you guys want to catch up now. The first 2 seasons, the first 2 seasons are on Netflix. The 3rd season as a whole is on Hulu Plus. So you guys go check that out. The only thing with Hulu Plus is you got to watch commercials. But to get through 1 season, it's only 20 episodes. It's not that bad. So you guys catch up with us so we can talk about this and we don't spoil anything for anybody. So
Obi.
I didn't do it.
I last week I totally disregarded your Once Upon a Time references because trying not to derail. But yes, that's a great show. That's one that I'm roped into all the time. That and Grimm. My better half is really big on those. She was sad that Once Upon a Time in Wonderland didn't last.
Oh, I know it. We've been watching Covert Affairs too.
That one, I got nothing on that.
Have you ever seen that? It's basically a CIA operative that basically goes too deep into cover sometimes. Just gets yourself in trouble all the time. It's pretty cool. But anyway, it is that time. What about you?
I had one more show to throw out there. If you're into some crazy shows like that, check out Dexter. That's a good old one.
Oh my god.
It's finished, but
kills people and gets away with it. That's awesome.
What?
Is it finally finished?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's been finished, but again for Obi #spoilers. Check it out. It's a cool twist on the cop drama thing. So
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
It throws out the rules.
I couldn't stop watching it because it doesn't give you. It didn't give me it did give me a few ideas, but nothing I could really get away with. So it was just a show that you could watch and you're like, oh, he's not gonna get away with this one.
It keeps you on your seat.
It does keep you on your toes. Yes, Janelle. Actually, we can keep going. I don't care. What do you want to do, Yog?
I don't know because.
My net might die.
No, it might never end. But
yeah.
We could do some.
Let me do the plugs real quick, and then we'll just kind of extend the show as long as you want to. So that way the show is done, and that way if I go offline, it's good.
But I do want to address Attack on Titan. I know that there's people that love the manga and then they watch the anime and are disappointed. Mm-hmm. But you know what? The anime is still freaking awesome, and they need to come out with season 2 already. Seriously.
They do, yeah.
It was good, yeah.
It's yeah. If you just enjoy the anime on its own, despite of the discrepancies, it's freaking awesome.
Oh, one thing, people, if you're really into super high action paced anime, it is for you. But a lot of people complain about its pacing because they kind of draw out segments a lot. So just be prepared for that when you start watching Attack on Titan.
I think it has a good balance of the high action scenes and then having worthwhile character development where they
it does.
Backstory.
It does a really good job. I'm talking about the extra drawn out little bits, but
Janelle,
bear with it.
Nothing's as bad as Dragon Ball Z.
20 episodes later, he's still getting stronger. Awesome.
Wow. Janelle said in chat though she heard that they're making a movie adoption of it.
Yeah, they are Japanese cast, obviously. No news on when it's going to be, but it has been announced, I believe, officially.
Yeah.
You're right.
And this is pretty typical. The Japanese are they take anime seriously, like even the video games like Parasite Eve, when that was big, they made a movie of it. It was terrible. That game was great. The movie,
amazing.
the game was amazing. I love the fighting style, the fighting engine in there, the battle engine, amazing. The movie, you may want to skip it. So I'm gonna say.
Definitely.
But yeah, movie adaptation of freaking Attack on Titan. Oh my gosh, I love that. That anime might be coming up on Naruto as one of my all-time favorite animes. And I know Naruto's very cliche, but I just love Naruto so much. I don't know. It's just
for video game to movie adaptations, I got to be one of those really hard, like old school, like niche people when it comes to games. But I would love to see a film adaptation of Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh yes!
You a fan? You a fan?
I love the game.
Best Final Fantasy story ever.
And the most replay value and depth, hands down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so
you ever
good.
jumped on the 1.3 patch?
I played the crap out of it. I still started up every now and then on the GBA. That's to me the best, the peak of that series.
Oh no! The PlayStation one, the original, the one that started it all.
I'm not a PlayStation man. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. It's the gym.
Well, let's let Obi wrap it up.
It is that time of the show, guys, where we just make sure we get out all the information that you guys need so that you guys can, of course, listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, anything where, of course, iPods can be downloaded. But let's keep this conversation going. Leave us a voicemail at 206-415-4987 or email us or email us at mail@geekyantics.net. Please keep them short so we can play them live. HorsePLAY Live replay is on all games every Thursday at 5 p.m. Listen live and help us support the show. And just it's a wonderful network that we're on with all games. And of course, HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can listen and download awesome podcasts. Please take a few minutes to give it a thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, and share. Just that one thumbs up, it really does mean a lot to us. We really appreciate it. Please take, even better, we'd love some reviews and comments from you guys, just because comments, if you have a comment, that means we can make something, or if we did something wrong, we can make it right. We can make it good, and we won't do it again next week, of course. But thanks to everyone that has been promoting our content. We love you very much. Hate reading or listen, we do video too. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch. youtube.com/geekyantics and twitch.tv/geekyantics, which is right here where you're on right now. Any of the music that we do use is all royalty free and provided by TechnoAxe. That's Techno with a K, AXE. Big shout outs to our other Thursday night flagship show over at geekyantics.net. Some of the, now same as .com, of course, the Gaming Death Podcast, of Twitch over at twitch.tv/gaming death every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully, they'll be simulcasting on Geeky Antics channel as well. And that's right before HorsePLAY at 11 p.m. So be sure to peep their site. And, of course, make sure you guys go over to gamingdeath.com. Give them some love. Because, of course, everybody loves love. Loves love? Yeah, anyway, we're good. EU gamers, we invite you to join us Sunday. I know it's early for NA, but 9 a.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday dose with W1X2, with myself, Doc Row Games, and the new co-host, Dreadnought3447. We're just going to keep that in. But Dreadnought is going to be joining us on the Sunday dose. We do discuss League of Legends, the EU scene, League of Legends EU scene and NA scene. It's ramping up, guys. Playoffs are starting to get into Worlds, and we're really excited about that. Diablo 3, competitive gaming scene, and just whatever random crap we're going to start talking about, really. And we're actually going to start talking about Dawn Gate as well, just because I do believe in that game. So, but for everyone else, hey, it might be a good reason to get out of bed in the morning. Or for those guys over in EU, just don't take a nap yet. Wait till
stay up a little later.
Yeah, stay up a little bit. No naps. Of course, you guys make sure we want you guys to check out all our friends at A Worthy Opponent, 42 Level 1, Gaming History 101, the B-Team Podcast, R9 Cast, Knuckleballer Radio, Pixelated Pints, Zombie Cast, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Cast, Fantastic Forum, Sega Nerds, and the Costuberous Doctor Who Podcast, all of which are on the All Games Network or at allgames.com. Gang and other places where geeky goodness can be found. Let them know that Obi and Yogi sent you. Speaking of All Games, guys, we are honored to be amidst such the great groups of podcasters. I mean, all the groups that I just named off. I mean, we're part of that. And let alone we're getting in the top 15 every week on All Games for, listens and likes and everything. That's awesome, guys. We really appreciate you guys. And we are very, very honored to be a part of the All Games family and community. You guys are really awesome and supportive, just like everything else you guys do. Mr. Dreadnought, would you like to plug anything, any of your plugs that you'd like to get out? Any shows or videos or YouTubes, anything you got?
Nothing really. I mean, I'm not too big into the whole scene yet, so, I got things to work on. There'll be future plugs for sure, definitely. But I don't got anything right now, yeah.
Mr.
You can find him on the geekyantics.net forums for now.
And we have a new writer coming in, too.
Oh,
by the way. Yes, he is a writer, ex-Marine. Actually, there is no ex-Marine. Former Marine, or active duty, I guess. But he wants to write for us, too. So if you guys are listening to us on allgames.com, B-Team is coming up at 9 p.m. Be sure to hang out in chat room by clicking on the live button and just hanging out. We'll see you guys there, hopefully. And I probably will be there. I'm trying to be there every week, so. But for us at Sunday Day, and I'm not, just give me a second. Let me finish this out. For us at HorsePLay, live, of course, geekyantics.com. My name is Obi1X2. That's YogiZilla. We got our new gang member right down there, Dreadnought3447. We'll see you guys next week. Peace!
Watch more anime.
Yeah.
Oh, good outro.
And now for a brief. This is the part where we have a brief dance party and take smoke/bio breaks.
Yes, and we'll be right. We're actually going to continue. I want to continue. So.
Yes, well, for everyone watching us live, there'll be an extended show.
Yep, there is.
Please put your seat in the upright position and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
Or if you're in the ghetto, and I will just say this. Put your goddamn seatbelt on and sit your damn ass up.
Not sure if racist or...
No, it was not racist. No, it was not. No, it was not. Because I was doing a white Southern woman.
Oh, okay. That's true.
I don't know.
The voice inflection was completely confusing.
Well, it was a mix of like 16 different, whatever.
It was a universally, ubiquitously, vaguely offensive
Play the
stereotype.
damn music.
He's like, we got to get off this train wreck. Go, get out of here.
No, we're finishing, but we want a little prologue, 5-minute, music break. We'll be right back, and we're going to extend the show.
Sweet.
Indeed. Geeky understand that. Make sure you go there.
Mute your mic.